So hey guys, welcome to another video, and before I start this video today for you guys, I would like to show you, if you guys are wondering what kind of t-shirt am I wearing today or wearing for the past couple of videos. So I'm just going to stand up right here and hopefully you guys can see it. Hopefully you guys, let me back away here. So if you guys can see, it is actually a Fluttershy Yay t-shirt. Yes, I am a brony. You guys already can see the, Twilight Sparkle on my bookshelf. I do love Fluttershy and Applejack. They are my favorite ponies from, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And I love Tara Strong doing the voice for Twilight Sparkle. And I do, generally like the show, okay? As much as I have to admit it, I am not embarrassed to say I like My Little Pony. I wore this t-shirt out and I didn't even care what people thought of me, okay? You see a guy wearing a pony t-shirt, okay, what's wrong with that, I'm just showing my love for the show, I'm a brony, so, whatever. So this is the closest thing I'm ever gonna, get to actually wearing a My Little Pony kind of merchandise. I might cosplay Applejack, a male Applejack, not a female Applejack, a male Applejack probably, or I can cosplay Macintosh. I don't know, I'm thinking about that, one day. But yeah, so today in this video, hopefully you guys are already looking at the title. The title is about, Toonami coming back. Now, for those of you who don't know, what Toonami is, basically this is a, a program that actually showed lots of action, oriented, anime and North America cartoons. And basically it started off in 1997 and then it ended in 2008. The program got canceled, so, that's when Toonami ended. But then, it went to live stream on the internet, so you guys can still watch Toonami on the internet. But it wasn't the same as, watching it on the television. I just used television, I could just said TV, but okay. Going old school here, or just going full word, not going any like abbreviations, but yeah, it always appeared on TV. And it was a great program, I have to admit. Hopefully you guys, know what Toonami was because it lasted till 2008. But for those of you who didn't know what it was, like I said, it basically showed a lot of anime, action-oriented shows and, North America shows. Which is really great because, like I'm going to tell you right here, Toonami was the first actually program that actually introduced anime to me. You had Ronin Kenshin, Yu Yu Hakusho, Zatch Bell, Yu-Gi-Oh! You had all these different varieties of anime in this show, Duel Masters. And I'm going to tell you about my experiences and my thoughts on, Toonami. And I'm going to reminisce here because, it's being revived yet again on May 27th in 10 days. This program is coming back on Adult Swim. And I would highly suggest you guys check that out. If you guys are fans of Toonami, go back and watch it. I know some hardcore fans are so excited. I know fans who aren't even hardcore or just want to reminisce about Toonami will be checking it out. But for newcomers, I would suggest you check it out. And I'm going to tell you my experience about it, So let's start. Okay. Now, one memory I have about Toonami, for anime-wise, was actually Naruto. Now, there's a lot of animes that I did watch off Toonami, but Naruto was the most memorable one. Because I remember I was at my aunt's house. I remember previously, they showed trailers all over Cartoon Networks talking about Naruto, how awesome the show was. It was about ninjas, ninjutsu, and I remember seeing the shadow clones for the first time in the trailer. It was so amazing and awesome, and I was just like, I should check this series out. And I was in middle school back then, so I was really hyped for it. I was really hyper, and I just sat in front of the TV just waiting for the premiere episode to start. And when the clock struck 9 or 8 o'clock, I forgot when it started, I think it was 9. I could be wrong there, but I remember when the clock struck 9, I was just like sitting right there in front of the TV. And Naruto came on. And oh my god, I loved that series. I fell in love with that series on the first premiere episode, and I was a kid back then. And normally, what do kids think about at the age of 10 or 13 or between, 5 or 10? Is basically fight, action, explosions, punch in the face, punch in the gut, you guys want that, that's what kids wanted. But it was just really great to actually see that. I was just amazed by Naruto. And at first, like I said, I was a kid back then, so I didn't even know that, Japanese people made, Naruto or any of these animes for the matter of fact. I thought Americans did this. I knew, Americans voiced these, animes, but I didn't know Japanese created this, and North America was actually, importing these animes into America and trying to spread it out to, newcomers of it. And I saw, like a whole skip of Naruto. Like I was probably in a Chunin exam, and then I saw Naruto versus Sasuke, and Sasuke had, the whole entire curse mark, and basically I was like, what is this, the second form? Whoa, wow, why is this skipped ahead? And that's when I realized Japanese people did make the animes, which was, a really great experience. And like I said, I was a kid, and I found this off YouTube because they had all these fight scenes, and that's when I started saying, like, okay, I will watch Toonami, but not Naruto, because I think I'm gonna watch it on the internet now. That was when I was a kid, because now that I've noticed that they have all these episodes on the internet, I was gonna watch it on YouTube. But now those are taken off because of copyright material. But yeah, it was a really fun experience. I was really excited for Naruto. Let's talk about more animes here. Now, as a kid, I did not know what Rurouni Kenshin or Yu Yu Hakusho was. I do remember the Dark Tournament, and I remember the Spirit Gun. I remember Rurouni Kenshin with his reverse blade and the cross scar on his face. I remember all those stuff, but I never, paid attention to the storyline. Like I said, as a kid, all I knew was fight, and normally that's what it was all about. But normally they would have story. Like Rurouni Kenshin has a really, really wonderful story that I like. Really, really nice action scenes. And I remember, as a kid watching those shows, I didn't know how gory or how, dark the shows was, because now that I look back at Rurouni Kenshin and Yu Yu Hakusho, I think some things were censored out of, Toonami, those episodes, because sometimes Yu Yu Hakusho had some cussing in it, and sometimes, Rurouni Kenshin would have a lot of blood in it, so I didn't know if they, censored those out because I was a kid, so my memories are a bit, bad. But yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I was at home, and I still have the TV that I still, used to watch Toonami and TV on, with the big fat butts in the back. Yes, I still have one of those TVs if you've ever looked at my room tour. But yeah, that was a TV I used to watch TV on, and I was always watching it in the kitchen, and I always saw Toonami come on, and watching Yu Yu Hakusho do the Spirit Gun, and I would be like, Spirit Gun! Psh, that's what I used to do. As a kid, you would imitate these things, like, Kagebushi no Jutsu, or like Spirit Gun, or Kamehameha, you would do all these things because Dragon Ball Z was appearing on there too, like Dragon Ball GT. I remember Dragon Ball GT, oh my god, that series. Oh my god, I know people don't like that series, but when I was a kid, I did like it. Super Saiyan 4? Come on, we had Super Saiyan 3! That was like the long-haired version of Goku, and holy crap, that was so exciting to see. And then you had the times 10 Kamehameha. Oh my god, just memories, just so much good memories. It was really fun, watching that. And I remember Zatchbell, you had a Momodo who was your partner. Basically, he had a spell book, and basically you would have to create a bond with, your Momodo partner. And the stronger your bond, or the stronger the feelings you have for one another, you would gain a new spell, and the stronger the spell would, activate. You would have stronger spells, and the more powerful your spells would, become if you had a stronger bond with your partner, which is really wonderful. And I don't think the show really lasted that long. I know the anime and the manga series did go on for a really long time, but I know they did stop airing Zatch Bell for a certain amount of time. And also same with Raid Master. Raid Master was a really short series also, but it didn't really last that long. But still, it was really great. I remember when I was watching Raid Master, I would always try to copy Haru Glory and use the the Rave Sword, and just go explosion. And I remember the opening for that series was really amazing at the time. I don't remember it right now, but I remember it was really, really catchy when I was a kid, and I really liked it. But yeah, Toonami was really awesome. And speaking of anime-wise, they showed Miyazaki films on there, like Princess Mononoke, Castle in the Sky, Nausicaa Valley of the Wind, and Spirited Away. These movies I actually did watch. Now, if you guys never watched Castle in the Sky, I would suggest you guys watch it because, for one fact, is Do you want to see Mark Hamill in all his glory instead of doing a Joker? Then watch Castle in the Sky, because if you watch that, you will see him do a voice as the main villain in that movie, and it's really amazing to see how he actually voices that character and how it almost resembles like the Joker's voice, and how he almost laughs when he's laughing. He does laugh almost like the Joker, not like crazy, but like you can sense that he's trying to flip the switch of the Joker in anime, which is pretty cool. And I remember Princess Mononoke, which is really a great show, and a great movie talking about nature and all. It was really great. I really like that. And especially Spirited Away. You cannot go wrong with Spirited Away. How can you, be an anime fan and not watch Spirited Away? I mean, I love that movie to death. I mean, visually, it was really amazing. You had all these different supernatural types of creatures, and everything was just really wowing. You at every corner of your eye, you would see something different, something strange, something abstract. It was just really great, and the story was really sweet. It was just about a girl trying to not forget about who she really was, and that she wanted to escape from this world. And in order for her to do this, she had to go through some tough, hard times, which was a really great experience to watch as a kid. And I still love the show, not the show, but the anime, or the movie to this day. I really love that. Now that we're done talking about anime, like I said, that was the first introduction to anime for me. Let's talk about North America cartoons. Now, North America cartoons, we had a lot of them. We had a lot of DC Universe cartoons. Now that I've become a DC fan, I did not pick up Batman the Animated Series, or Batman, maybe Batman the Brave and the Bold, because, I just heard about it. But then, Justice League and Batman Beyond, now those series first appeared on, Toonami. They appeared on Cartoon Network and on Toonami, and you know what I have to say? Those shows, really, really great nostalgic memories for me. Now, as a kid, like I said, I don't remember all the storylines, but I remember, John Jones. I remember Jon Stewart as Green Lantern. I remember Wonder Woman, Batman, Kevin Conroy doing the voice. Now, I don't know who the voice actors was before, but I remember the voices. I remember I heard him, and I was like, oh yeah, he's from the Batman the Animated Series, but I don't know who he voices. I know he probably voices Batman, but I don't know his name. And then they had Batman the Animated Series, and Superman the Animated Series, and especially Batman Beyond, because when I was watching Batman Beyond, when I was a kid, like I said, just fight. But the same goes for anime, like Yu Yu Hakusho and Rurouni Kenshin. I didn't expect how dark this show was, because I remember the opening. If you guys have ever watched Batman Beyond, watch the opening, and tell me what you think about it, because as a kid, I found that opening pretty creepy, because you had all these loud music coming at you, and you had this, the hand, and then it would open, and you would see the eyeball, and you would see swirls, and you would look like you were like, what is going on here? And now that I'm thinking about it as an adult, you'd be like, am I taking drugs? Dude, am I on freaking drugs? Oh my god, I don't think I should have smoked too much pot. I don't think I should have done that cocaine right there. Oh my god, But as a kid, that was pretty dark. You would see all these trippy things, and you would see Dana actually dancing, and you'd be like, oh, wait, what's going on here? And it was really dark, but the show was really, really great. The show is still dark, though. But it's really great. As a kid, I love that show. I had the figurines, and I have the toys. I remember I had the original Batman Beyond Batmobile, but I don't have it anymore. Sad. And as a kid, I don't have those toys anymore, but I remember I used to have one. I remember I used to like to have all these different toys, I remember getting Dragon Ball Z toys and all these other toys that, came up on Toonami, based off these animes. I would get these toys for them. Like Zatch Bell, they had the card game. I remember getting that. I don't know if I still have the cards. I think I have it somewhere, but I'm going to have to look for it. And I remember Duel Masters. Yeah, I remember that. I remember how good that show was. I don't know if it's still holding up. But I remember I used to have the card game too. I used to have the different cards, and I remember McDonald's would sponsor them. And I remember Yu-Gi-Oh! Would be on there too. Great times, great memories. And you had Mega XLR, which is sort of making fun of the Gundams, because, it was a Mega, they created robots out of cars, and when they actually put the cars on them, they would actually put the put them on like shoes. Like when they were putting it on for the legs, they would just like slip it on like they were slipping on shoes. It was pretty interesting and really funny at the time, but it was really good. I love those shows. They were really fun. And you had like Samurai Jack. Ah, God, Samurai Jack. Now that show, I remember Jack really didn't speak that much, but you know, he had his moments. Some great fight scenes. I remember there was what is it, the guy in the kilt. I don't remember who he was. I don't remember his name, but I remember he had what was it? He had a peg leg, and then I think it was like the peg leg had like a machine gun kind of thing, or I don't remember. I'm sorry. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I remember Aku. I remember Aku though. I remember the main villain Aku, and I remember him going back in time, Back to the Future, every different type of timeline, which was really interesting, and I love that show, and I'm going to pick up that series sooner or later. But then, like I said, the show Toonami was based off mostly action-oriented, you know, shows, but they also had Sailor Moon and other, you know, girl shows too, which wasn't bad. You know, it was like a wide variety for, you know, shows for kids, not just appealing for the male audience, but also for the female audience, which is still cool. I mean, I know some females that like Naruto and like all these action-oriented, you know, animes. But yeah, it was a great time watching Toonami. I have to admit that. And I remember watching a Transformer show there. Now, I don't watch Transformer now, and I'm not a big fan of Transformer. I'm sorry, guys, there. I know you guys are going to say, like, oh, aren't you a fan of Transformers? Watch the old animated series. Collect the old animated series, you know? Why aren't you watching Transformers? You should be a fan of Transformers. You're a nerd, you know? Well, you have manga, you have comic books, and you don't watch Transformer? You are a disgrace to the nerd universe. Well, I remember I did watch a Transformer show when I was a kid, and it was really great. I actually liked it. It was really fun. And I remember also watching He-Man, Master of the Universe. Now, I know you guys think He-Man's sort of homosexual because he's basically in his trousers and he's not, no, in his underwear, and he's really not, you know, wearing any much clothes. He just has that strap on. But I remember I did like that show also. But I haven't watched it now since it's, you know, it's been a really long time. But I'm really wondering, you know, hoping that I can actually watch these series yet again. Hopefully they rerun these on Toonami, or I'm going to actually have to pick them up on DVD. But yeah, that's the main reason why I've been picking up, you know, Batman the Animated Series, Justice League, Batman Beyond, was because of nostalgia, and because I loved these shows as a kid. And now that I've watched these shows all over again, there was so much I actually missed, you know. I just remember, like I said, I only remember all the fight scenes. I remember all the fighting, all the action. I don't remember all the storylines or what they were talking about. I don't remember any of the dialogue. You know, I remember that John Jones, I really didn't like him that much because he was just an alien that couldn't do shit, you know? But I do like him now, okay? I appreciate him now, but as a kid, I didn't do that because, you know, I was a kid, you know? You wanted to see the guy be tough and strong, but now we know that guys aren't always tough, and sometimes being a nice guy is a great thing, you know? But yeah, I'm really excited for Toonami to come back. They're actually airing it on May 27th, so only 10 days till it's coming back. It's going to be airing on Adult Swim, they will be airing Bleach, Astro Boy, and some other animes, which is pretty interesting, and I hope you guys check those out. I don't have cable, so I won't be able to support Toonami, but I will, you know, of course, give you the idea and help you guys, you know, go spread out. Watch Toonami. Enjoy it. For fans, enjoy it as much as you can. For new fans, I hope you enjoy it. And just stay up all night watching anime. Come on, who wouldn't want to do that? I remember doing that as a kid. I would stay up, watch Naruto, watch these marathons. It was amazing. And I remember they used to give like game facts out, or game sheets, or ideas, or reviews sometimes, which was really cool and interesting. You never normally see that on television, but Toonami did it, and that's why Toonami was awesome. And I'm glad it's coming back now for, you know, newcomers, for the new generation of kids. I hope you guys enjoy this. It's going to be a fun time for you guys, and I hope you guys appreciate it as much as I did. So yeah, that's my experience with, you know, Toonami, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoy me reminiscing about my times watching Toonami as a kid. Yet again, I have to say, I was a middle school kid back then, so I didn't know what I was thinking, but I just loved action and fighting. But now, I like to analyze every single episode, love the storylines, and You know, to this day, I love anime and I still love cartoons, and I'm still gonna uphold that idea till I'm old. I have to admit, when I have kids or when I'm older, I'm gonna keep watching cartoons. I'm gonna watch cartoons with my kids. I'm gonna, you know, even buy figurines. I'm still gonna collect them. I'm gonna be a collector, and I'm never gonna give those things up because as a kid, I always wanted to do these kind of things, and now I got a chance to, and I'm really happy I can do it. So yeah, hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. So see you guys.